Why do you look like that? Welcome to the drink. Featuring Craig Engles. Get ready for it.
Alright guys, welcome to the second episode of the Drink Podcast. We got special guest Craig Engles here, World Championship finalist in the 1500 meters. He's a member of Team America. Y'all know and love him, so we're happy to have him on.
Hopefully a good driver.
Yeah. What up, boys? Thanks for having me on. I have a different haircut than usual, but so no one will know who I am. But
yeah, we're both big fans of running. Me and Jack are. We're on the high school cross country team, Holy Cross, that kind of
Go
thing.
Cougs.
So we wanted
Go
to
Cougs.
go Cougs, go Cougs. Yeah. Yeah. So we have some history with Craig actually. A former alumni, Holy Cross, Jacob Thompson, shared a brief stint with him at NC State. Correct?
yeah, North Carolina State. Yeah, we went there for like a year and a half together.
And I've actually met Craig before. I don't think he remembers, but I have a picture with him. It's on my wall over at that end of the room. So
Yeah, put that in on the spot. I want to see that. I want to see that photo.
I'll see if I can get it up at one point or another. So just briefly, if you would, for our fans, kind of introduce yourself. Just kind of like who you are, what you do, maybe some of your favorite stuff, movies, music, that kind of thing.
Yeah, of course. I'm Craig Engles. I run for Nike in the USA right now. I'm living in Portland, Oregon. Mostly every single weekend. I have an RV, like a 1983 RV, and we're taking it on trips every weekend when we're not traveling to meets. But I mostly just like to travel for fun, and I don't really have any favorite movies or TV shows. But yeah, that's about it, man.
He's a working
professional
man.
running life.
Awesome.
So I know you said in the beginning that you look a little different. Why'd you cut your hair?
When I didn't want to be known for a haircut, bro. I didn't want everyone to just think I was just a mullet, So
Got some personality behind it.
yeah, this off season I decided I wanted to talk to women as well, so I cut my hair and my mustache.
I don't know, dude. That might have been a draw for the women.
The
Mullet
RV,
stash.
the RV mullet.
You'd think it usually just works for like boys, high school boys, the only people who enjoy the mullet.
Yeah, that might make sense a little bit. That might make sense. Okay, so just for our listeners, could you just kind of give a day in the life, kind of like, or describe a normal day for you as a professional runner? Just kind of give us some insight.
Yeah, I'm sure mine's not the typical day in the life of a runner, but I wake up at like 9:30, go for a run, and then have like 6 hours to kill in the middle of the day before my next run. So I'll like go play disc golf or real golf.
Ooh. Frisbee
Or
man.
go hang out with some friends, get errands done. But a lot of the times I'll just go on like a RV trip for like 3 days or so. And I don't even know, when we go on RV trips, I don't even really know what we're doing. We're just living. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't really watch TV or anything, so I don't even really know where my days go. It's kind of bizarre where the time goes. But yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a good lifestyle, and I really enjoy it.
That's awesome. So you kind of touched on the RV life a little bit. Just kind of, what's your longest trip in the RV been? Like, where are you going?
I did like a 10-day trip last December where I spent Christmas alone in a Chinese restaurant, which is so sad. But I was driving from Portland to Phoenix and for my buddy's wedding, and I ended up stopping in California to visit a couple friends. I stopped in I forget where else I stopped, but it was like a whole 10-day trip, and then we had training camp for 2 months, and then I did another 10-day trip back up to Portland with a few friends. But
what's the shower situation like on those 10 days?
Oh, bro. Don't ask if you don't know. But I recently splurged and bought a Planet Fitness membership so that when I'm on road trips, I can shower.
That's smart.
That is pretty smart. I wouldn't have thought of that actually.
Yeah, there's actually a ton of people who do it. So you see all these like ragtag homeless-looking people like me in there.
I'll have to check our local Planet
Is
Fitness
that your
soon.
was that your favorite trip, or do you have a favorite trip? Are they all just
Yeah,
great?
that one was pretty good. But another time, it was just like a 4-day trip where me and my roommates and like Eric Jenkins, we just went out to like Oregon actually has like a desert, which is bizarre. I didn't even know. I just figured it was all pine trees.
All
But
rainy and
there's
pine
a
trees.
desert. We went out and camped for a few nights and just partied out in the desert. It was pretty fun.
Alrighty, so next one we got here is how'd you get to where you are now? And we've heard that there's kind of a kooky story going back to your high school days on how you started running. So we kind of want to hear a little bit about that, kind of related to us.
Yeah. I guess you guys will resonate with these stories the most because you just realize how dumb decisions you make when you're in high school. But I played soccer my whole life, and I still played in high school. But I actually got in a lot of trouble all the time, and got kicked off the team one day. So I didn't want to tell my parents why I was coming home early, so I joined the track team, and it went from there. Where they were like, yeah, you're doing well enough to where if you have a good senior year, you could run in college, and they could pay for some of it. And I was like, all right, that sounds dope. Thinking like I'll just do it for like 3 or 4 years, maybe join a fraternity and hang out with my friends in college and have fun. But now it's turned into, I live in Portland, Oregon. I work on Nike's campus every day, running professionally for my country, which is bizarre.
Yeah, it's probably kind of surreal. Going along with that, you receive a fair amount of attention, I'd say, for an American distance runner, especially on some social media platforms and stuff. So like, how do you handle, or do you like enjoy the attention you receive?
I don't know. It's like a super tough. It's like a very like big question in my life right now because I like really don't like. I don't love social media and everything, but I know it's part of the job, and you have to like promote yourself, and it's so like egotistical and everything. But I just realize you have to realize it's part of the job, and you have to market yourself well if you want to get another contract. So I've like learned how to do that pretty well, and I think I've done a good job advertising myself.
Yeah, I think you have too. Today we were talking to some kid at our school, and he was like,
There was a debate.
yeah, there was a debate. Or he didn't think you were famous. We thought you were famous. He's come around now. He was like, the blue check mark on Instagram kind of.
It's the almighty check.
I think maybe there's some fame in the running world, but outside of that, no one knows who I am. Unless they're like that guy with the mullet that was on TV that one time for 3 minutes.
Hey.
So how much gear do you really get from Nike?
Got the party hat on. I like it.
Oh, yeah. We had to mix it up a little bit there.
Dude, the gear from Nike is absurd. We get 2 shipments a year of like these. I don't know. You probably see it on Instagram sometimes, but these it's just like 12 boxes of gear. I don't even know, man. It's stuff that I never wear. There's stuff that I have from like 2.5 years ago when I first signed that I haven't taken the tags off of.
Stuff you don't need that little kids want.
Sounds like you guys need a shipment.
Send it our way. So I know you talked a little bit about college and all that, but kind of what was your college experience like? I know you had a kind of an atypical experience. You had to transfer midway through your college career, but just like how was your college decision and college career? How'd that all play out?
Yeah, I mean, you guys probably know. You're both seniors, right?
I'm a junior.
Oh, he's a junior. I'm a senior.
Yeah, so you guys are probably looking through all the same stuff I did when I was in high school, and to be 100% honest, you have no idea when you're 18 years old, like what's going on, and you just get thrown into like you have to make a choice, and within like 4 months of where you're gonna go, and a lot of times it doesn't work out, and I guess NC State just wasn't the best fit for me personally. I love the team, I love the guys, the coaches were awesome, but it just didn't work out for me. So I was actually going to quit, but my high school coach was like, no, I'll give it one more shot. Like, go to another school for one semester and see where it goes from there. So he was friends with the coach at Ole Miss, and from there it just turned out like perfect. And I decided to stay at Ole Miss for another year and a half, and obviously that led me to professional running, which is cool. But I mean, it's just crazy because you're 18, you don't really know what's going on, and you choose the college that looks the most fun, or that has the best degree for you, and it doesn't. It's like it's a lot more than that, you know. And luckily, the NCAA has made it way easier to transfer and stuff if you don't enjoy it. But
little wisdom there.
Yeah. Speaking of degrees, what did you study in college?
Yeah, what did you major in?
I ended up with like a theater degree or something, bro.
Oh, a highbrow kind of a guy. What's your favorite play?
No, dude, I was more about acting for the screen. I want to be in a movie one day.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that'll ever work out.
You wanted to act in a movie, but you don't have a favorite movie?
I have favorite movies, but right now I haven't seen a good one in a while. But growing up for 12 years of my life, Bruce Almighty was my favorite movie. Stupid. Now I love Step Brothers and stuff.
Step Brothers, that's a classic. That's a classic. What did we just see? We just saw.
We saw JoJo and the Rabbit.
Yeah, it's like a satirical, like Nazi film kind of. It's a little bit out there. It's worth checking out, though. It's worth checking out.
You boys are cultured.
We're a cultured group. We're highbrow artists. So this is a little bit more serious kind of turn here. The state of professional running has kind of been in question recently. We've had some declining popularity. We've had some issues on all sides, all that kind of stuff. So what do you think about the state of running, and where do you see running going as a sport in America in the next few years?
Yeah, bro, you're right. Yeah, like you nailed it. As of recently, it's been so negative. Like everything around the sport's been negative. And I mean, like, I really, really like, it's me and Sam Parsons, we talk all the time, and like we want to bring positivity to the sport and like highlight the things like where it helps people, like where it brought me to college. You know, I probably wouldn't have gone to college if it wasn't for it. And I just want to like inspire the kids. But so as of recently, everything's been so negative with distance running. Luckily, there's people in sprinting like Noah Lyles that are like bringing entertainment to the sport and like making people that typically wouldn't watch it. So I don't know. I feel like there's such a big opportunity with social media and marketing and stuff to bring distance running into like a cool life, but I don't really know what it's going to take because I think everyone right now is trying to get their time in the spotlight with bringing out something that's negative in the sport.
Yeah, it's definitely been a little bit of a dumpster fire reading the flow track stuff and all the stuff on Let's Run. So I'm glad that there's some figures trying to bring some positive vibes to running. You know, it always feels good.
Yeah, and you guys are doing a great job at it, man. Like, I love podcasts like this where you guys are just getting started and actually being able to bring a positive light to the sport.
Yeah, believe it or not, you're our first guest.
Wait, I'm episode 2 though. What was episode 1?
Episode 1 was just us. It was a Q&A. Don't worry, though. We're setting the bar here. I think we're gonna get some really quality guests after this. Caitlin Toohey,
Justin Bieber,
Ewan McGregor.
We got a lightsaber behind us.
We're up for anything. So, you asked us what my favorite workout.
Oh. Yeah, so we just had a great workout today.
Oh, yeah, we hit 12 200s. That's why we're a little bit late on the podcast here. We ran a little bit late. 400s.
What we hit? What times were we hitting?
400s.
12 400s. They were pretty like conservative times. They were all around like 70s and stuff, but the rest was really, really slow. Like we had like 30-second rests on most of them.
Jeez.
So it was a little bit of a suck fest for the lungs.
Yeah, that's tough.
We got Foot Locker coming up, so we gotta get ready for it. Gotta
grind.
Well, which one are you guys going to Charlotte for Foot Locker?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
So
I'm working NXR this weekend.
You're gonna be right there, a little bit across the state. We usually go to NXR, but we changed it up this year for the backpacks.
So we had our workout today. What's your favorite workout or run?
Favorite or hardest workout?
Jeez, bro, probably pre-meet where we just do like 4x100 meter strides. That's my favorite. I I don't know, man. I don't really have a favorite workout, but I do love when we do 8x800, and we cut down from, it's usually like 204 down to 2 flat. Sometimes we'll dip under 2 minutes with like 2 minutes rest. That's so hard, but like afterwards you're like, I'm the man.
That's a little quick there.
Yeah, Oregon Project, or previous Oregon Project, was known for all these flashy workouts, but I still haven't done any of these ones that are like crazy to tell people.
You're still waiting for it.
Yeah.
Pete's holding you back.
Yeah.
No, not actually. How is life in the Pete Julian training group these days? Like with you and Donovan and I think Coco.
Yeah, and Eric Jenkins, Jess Hull, Shannon Roberry, Suguru. I think there's 6 or 7 of us. Maybe I'm missing one. I'm sorry if I did. But dude, it's awesome. Like we've been we like kind of wanted to have our own group anyway, just because I don't know, all the allegations and stuff. So now it's worked out, but we don't have a team name. So anyone listening needs to send in some recommendations, or if you guys have any.
You got any?
Come back to me. Come back to me.
We'll
Julian's, Julian's joggers right now.
Julian's joggers. That's pretty good. Where y'all are gonna base out of Portland, I assume.
Yeah, for until after the Olympics, or actually after 2021, where the World Championships are in Eugene, we're like restructuring everything. Like I think we'll actually like have a group name, and we'll be located hopefully somewhere warm. We all want to move to California.
Yeah,
be sweet.
I'm sure that'd be nice.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens and transpires from that. But as of now, it's just I'm just wearing the normal Nike jersey, which is so sad because we've had the sickest jerseys.
I know.
Since I went pro.
Oregon Project gear is definitely it's definitely a cop. I think I have some Oregon Project pegs somewhere here.
Keep them, bro. Sell them in 10 years.
All right, so World Championships, you kind of mentioned it. I know that you didn't really have the most positive race, at least from fan expectations at World Championships, but what did you think about your World Championships? Kind of, what were your expectations going in? What was the experience like, and what is your reflection on it now that you're kind of removed from the experience, you're a few weeks past?
Yeah, bro. It was, I had gotten 4th at the last few trials and USAs, so I was like super nervous to make the team. And when I actually finally made the World Championships team, I was so relieved that I actually kind of found myself just not really caring about World Championships. So it was hard to get back in the mindset of all right, bro, I gotta get ready to medal here, you know. Right. And so finally, I was back in the mindset, and at Worlds I made it through 2 rounds, which I was so stoked about. But by that point, if you're in the final, you're looking to get a medal, and I mean, every time this is at Worlds, every time I'd walk into the athlete check-in room, I would never look at my heat sheets, and I'd see the people. I'm like, holy crap, man! There's no way I make it out of this round. Matt Luffy's in here, Suleiman, the Ingebrigtsen, Centro. I'm like, it was so stressful just seeing who was in your heat, and luckily I made the final, or not luckily, I guess that's not luck at all, but I made the final, and yeah. And at this point, I was very thankful to be in the final, but obviously I wanted to medal, and then I came in 10th and was so disappointed, and shockingly disappointed, where I was in a depression for a couple weeks, just because you put so much effort and mental strain into this World Championships, and then it's over. And you can't redeem yourself. You're just well, I gotta wait till the Olympics next year. So it was tough, but it was cool to see that the fans knew I was disappointed in 10th in the world, which fires me up, because now everyone's looking for me to get a medal at the Olympics, and so am I. So
awesome.
Yeah, stoked about that.
So do you plan? Is this going to be your last Olympics? I know.
First and last, maybe.
Last?
Pretty much, yeah. What he said, and where do you see your career going in the future? What are your future plans? Just
how long do you think you're going to be running for?
What's next for Craig?
Bro, I don't know. I've been on this wild ride since junior year of high school, where I don't even know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it, man. If I get hurt at the Olympics and have to retire, I'm not bummed. But
get hurt.
Yeah. do something. I don't know, man. But it's been such a cool, and I'm so thankful for everything that's happened. I remember 2013, I made my first like USA team. It was junior Pan Ams, and me and my mom were talking. We're like, holy crap! Like, if you never run another step, then you've made it as far as I ever thought you were gonna make it. She said that to me, and I was like, yeah, me too. Like, this is crazy. And then I ended up making the world championships and everything. So everything from then on was just a bonus.
I guess that's a good way to look at it. Good way to look at it.
Yeah.
So whenever you do quit running, what do you plan on doing? Do you want to transition into the social media world? I know you said you didn't like it, but I mean, look at some of the professional runners that have retired and come onto YouTube, and they're doing pretty good.
Nick Simmons. I'm a 2-time Olympian. I'm CEO of Run Gum.
Run Gum, yeah. I've never tried Run Gum, by the way. Have you tried Run Gum? Any good?
Is this an ad, bro? Are you doing an ad?
Nick's behind us, actually.
I don't know, bro. I as much as I joke about like having a theater degree, I studied renewable energy, and I'm getting my master's of business right now. So I really want to work in renewable energy and like make the world a better place. But I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Hopefully, like solar or wind or something.
That'd be epic.
Yeah.
The civil engineer. Okay, man. Well, I know you stuck with us through some technical difficulties. You stuck with us through some stuff. Thank you very much for coming on the show. We appreciate it a lot. You have anything to say, Jack?
No, I just appreciate you answering us. I didn't really think you were going to answer us. You answered it. You did. It was quick, too. I was really surprised. It was within like a day.
No, you guys are keeping positivity in the sport, and I like that a lot. And you guys are awesome at this interview.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I think we're going to wrap it up here. This has been episode 2 of the Drink Podcast. Craig Engles. Everyone show him some love on social media because, I mean, got to pay the bills somehow. But thanks for watching, tuning in. Goodbye.
See ya.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs.